here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Today, an exciting battle in the NFC between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. On the visiting sideline, a look at the head coach of the 49ers. His side enters in need of a win, sitting at 1-3 in this early season. Facing off against him, that's the head coach of the Cowboys. His guys no doubt happy to be back home after they took the loss on the road last week. Aubrey has the ball teed up. Kate Scott and Brock Heward up in the booth for this one. And here we go on EA Sports. Fields this one at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. Leading them out, a player known, yes, for that draft status, but also as a great methodical passer. I know you love this guy, Brock. The last pick of the 2022 draft, it's Brock Purdy.
He gave us all the excitement we could hope for last week, but it wasn't all in a good way, at least for his team. Never knew if his throws were going to end in a touchdown or turnovers, and he had a couple of both by the end of the loss. You don't want him to lose that gunslinger mentality. Just want him to be a little more thoughtful with each and every decision.
And a modest start to our game. Couple yards on the first play. Here comes second down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Going run again with McCaffrey. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
And the 49ers first down. A gain of 15. First down, 49ers.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
So first down from the 41.
Get set.
From the gun, McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if we see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Play action now, Purdy. Reeled in by George Kittle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. We'll couple together a yard there. Wrapped up on that play by big Quinton Williams.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late. This could have been much, much more exciting.
On second down, here's McCaffrey. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
On third down, Purdy. Short pass brought in. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And that gives the 49ers the first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And he will not get the first, but ooh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. Third down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Purdy will sneak it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
It's a gain of 2. And the 49er.
Love the way they decided to keep the drive moving, Brock. Pounding it forward, setting an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know and I know, successful run often leads to great play-action pass.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, hey, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
That one connects. He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers finish up an excellent opening series. George Kittle, the touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Sly gets the extra point to go. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. This is taken in at the 13. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there. So now the Cowboys getting an opportunity to send their offense out for the first time. And they're brought out by one of the strongest throwers in the game and a great athlete as well from Tennessee, Joe Milton.
Your goal as a quarterback going into each and every season is to have a touchdown to interception ratio, Kate, of somewhere 2 to 3, and if you're great, 4 to 1. Anytime it's upside down like his outing last week with 2 touchdowns and 3 interceptions, you know that's not sustainable. It can lead to an awful lot of L's.
They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Ready! Ready!
First down, and they go right back to it. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
On the set.
So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter one. 7-0 is our score. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They have second down behind the sticks.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
They'll try forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Nick Martin picks it off. And the 49ers are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
I know he started to play as a defender. Gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back. He looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. We'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's first and goal. On the gun is Purdy. Oh, he's got it. It's in close. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. George Kittle, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Here's Slide to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers double their lead to 14.
Cowboys, nothing.
All set for the kickoff. Slide with the honors. Keelan Robinson bringing this back. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes first and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. They'll pick up 14 yards on that one. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Going to the ground again on first. Running there full steam ahead, but we ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
On second down, a run with Williams. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. Luke Martin making that play.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Hilton now on third down. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Picked off by Upton Stout. And the 49ers get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception. So their second drive ends just the way their first one did, Brock. And if you are the coach down there, man, you've got to be fuming.
Yeah, so frustrated, right? 2 drives in, you still can't get your game plan at all. Not a series you're going to keep ending prematurely. You don't want to be playing behind schedule right from the start of the game, which is exactly where they found themselves.
The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
On first and 10, it's McCaffrey. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. They brought to an end by Logan Wilson.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Back to McCaffrey on second down. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave them enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
First down, they go back to McCaffrey. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Malik Hooker with the tackle.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And we might be close to this league growing again. That play gives him a first and goal.
Gain of 19 yards. And the 49ers first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest game.
They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
He gets it again. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Only a yard on the pickup. That leaves him with 3rd and goal at the 6.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Get set. Get set.
Working out of the gun. It's Purdy. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers take a 20-zip lead. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Here's Slide to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers stretch their lead to 21.
Cowboys, nothing. Joey Slye.
All set for the kickoff. Slide with the honors. Here's Robinson with the return. And a huge effort sets up his offense in a great spot on the opposite side of the field.
Sometimes our eyes up here in this booth can deceive us because when he started racing down that sideline, I thought he was gone. In a lot of cases, he is. But let's give some credit to the effort of that special teams unit right there defensively. Getting in the way of that touchdown now, well, their defense needs that same type of hustle, that same type of effort, because they're going to be defending a very short field.
At 2:01 on the clock, this is going to take us inside the 2-minute warning.
Set.
Up the gut they go with Williams. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. Out of the gun. It's Milton. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. They'll throw. 3rd and long. Pass is caught by Blue. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Well, they're in a pretty big hole already, Brock. They're going to pass on the field goal and keep chasing that touchdown. They're going to throw for it on 4th. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Come on, set, ready.
Williams fields the pitch. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. Cowboys hustling back to the line.
At the 11-yard line.
Watch the motion.
Another for Williams. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. No gain on 2nd and long, and it leaves them behind the chains on 3rd.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll be taken down at the last possible will call their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Leading the offense out there, it's 4th and goal from the 1.
Ready, go!
And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he gets in, touchdown! The Cowboys chop some of the lead off before the half. Well, 4th and goal, and you go quarterback sneak, Brock. You know this firsthand. You better trust those big boys to help you get that ball across the goal line.
You can almost feel it the second you get done uttering the play, right? It comes out of your mouth, and those linemen just give you that look. Like, yes, this is my chance to own the line of scrimmage, to move the people in front of me. That's a good call and better execution from the entire group.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys get it back to a 14-point game. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
And in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Now Purdy. Completed over the middle. He's taken down after reaching the 30. Knocked down by Savon Rebel. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Purdy to throw it. Cowboys closing in, and they get to him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
3rd and 14.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. Well, last play didn't work out too well. Looks like they're going ground game now. And this one does not get close. He stopped after 3, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. Collects this at the 35. All right, they're only going to have enough time for 1 more snap here before we reach halftime.
At their own 42-yard line.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. 1st and 10.
Ready,
They're looking to throw. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. Once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here's the final play of our first half.
go!
Back to throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott
Our
Hansen.
trip around
Scott?
the NFL starts now. It begins in Kansas City. The Chiefs at home to take on the Baltimore Ravens. And this is Brashard Smith. He's going to find some open space, and folks, they're not going to catch him. The Chiefs win their 4th straight as they get the victory here. From there, let's go to Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. Check in on the Titans as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And it's Josh Downs. They put a lot of trust in him, and it's well placed. This, one of 3 touchdowns for him in the game. The Colts with an important W. They didn't want to start 1-4, and they won't following their victory here. With that, here's a look at the rest of the action from around the NFL here in Week 5, the first weekend of October. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Here's Robinson with the return. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to Milton. Finds him over the middle. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. And they keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. This one's complete. DeAndre Lambert-Smith. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
All set to go now from the 35.
Here we go. Ready.
Second quarterback run here. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
And he's going to have this one down to the 20. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Sending him on the dive. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
So many offenses will script, Kate, the first 15 plays of a game, but it's often getting to the lesser use stuff like that that's critical in the red zone. They get a decent gain out of it and continue the
He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their first sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, well, the other areas of the team pick each other up.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Connecting on the slant. Looks great initially, but he is short on that 1st down marker. They rallied to him in time to force the 4th down.
on the play. It's 4th down.
The Cowboys signaling for their 1st time out. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this.
Come on. Set. 60.
He's keeping it. He's going for it. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
Well, as they get deeper and deeper into this side of the field, they need him to become the guy who makes those plays at the biggest of moments. And that may not show up as a big old pass play and utilizing his arm, but it was his fortitude and his strength to move the sticks. It may just be the catalyst for a touchdown.
Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. Taking tempo with some hurry-up offense. Throwing now, Milton. Buying some time. He's going to score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Cowboys 14.
Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Escapes a defender. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So here come the 49ers on offense. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. To the line. 1st and 10. Here's Purdy to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He'd been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it. Right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball. He still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
Gobbled up on the right side. That's Ayuk. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. To the air on 3rd and long. Back to Ayuk it goes. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Takes it in at the 21. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Everybody rushing back to the line.
And the Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here's Milton, 1st and 10. Looking slant route, complete. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
To number 83.
Entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches. At the 43-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Milton. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And he's taken down at the 30. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down. Offense to the line fast.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Dive play straight ahead. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Offense in the hurry up here.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Oh, love this. He gets another one. Keep feeding that fullback, baby. And they'll still have some work to do now on third down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, Kate, that's a quick hitter to the big guy, and that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just picking up a little bit before they stall him out.
We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. The Cowboys have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing.
Ready?
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Here we go. Shot.
3rd and long for him here. Defense contains him. That's going to force 4th down as he's dropped for a loss.
And therein lies the problem when somebody other than a quarterback is dependent to throw it. Their clock, their timing, their understanding of the rush, well, it's not what the guy under center is accustomed to.
So a big kick coming up for Brandon Aubrey. From the left hash, this is from 47.
47-yard attempt.
Kicked well, and this is good! And that brings things a little closer here late.
Such a perfect example of a kicker just doing his job. And now it's incumbent upon that defense to give him and their offense another shot.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Returnable from the 1. Jukes away from 1. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Get set. Get set.
On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
From the gun is Purdy. That's going to be caught by his back, McCaffrey. And he'll get it up to the 27.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the 1st. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
Their punter making his way out now. He's got it. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. Now elsewhere on the return, there's an injured player in need of some attention, which he will get as trainers head his way. First and 10 from the 32.
Come on. Hey. 70 Lions.
Milton. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field in more than a second or 2. Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route. took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. That force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Desperation time here on fourth. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
And this is going to be just what this defense ordered. A great play to back these guys up, shift the momentum a little here in the fourth. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, you got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
He's back to throw. Escapes the pocket. He's going to run for it. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that means it'll be first down, San Francisco.
A gain of 19 yards.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Working inside the red zone. Screen play here for James. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers now lead by 10.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Extra point is up and good from slot. And the 49ers drive their lead to 11.
Cowboys 17. Jody Sly
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Brings it in at the 13. And he's out of bounds at the 45-yard line. They'll take that every time. Great field position to begin this drive. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a two-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And, Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be a sky high right now.
Out of the gun, it's Milton. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Right side, quick pass, complete. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out.
Here we go, here we go.
Throw here, 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys trailing by 11. Need a touchdown and a field goal. Looks like they want the tougher part first. The offense going for it on 4th down. Desperation time here. That is caught. He's got Lamb. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40.
14 yards. And the Cowboys first down.
Milton now. Completed over the middle. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. That's caught by Williams. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 6. That's good for our Cowboys.
Looking now from the gun. That's Jonathan Mingo, complete. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skilled player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
So the touchdown was only a part of it, Brock. They're going to go for 2 now and try to make this just a field goal game. Here he is to throw. And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails. So a little pressure alleviated by the touchdown, but plenty still remains. Going to need to manufacture another trip to the end zone as they trail by 5.
This feels a little bit like a golf event to me, Kate, where those golfers will spend a big round not even looking at the scoreboard, not even know where they sit. But then when it gets down to winning time, they do know exactly what they need. And to consider that golf analogy, well, this team now needs a birdie when it matters the most.
So down inside the final minute, they're ready to try the onside kick. And the 49ers are going to get this kick. They're going to hang on for the win. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. Their lead still more than a field goal, thankfully, should the worst happen, Brock. But obviously the goal here is to hang on to the ball and try to run this game out.
Yeah, the goal is to get to the best formation in the history of offensive football. The victory formation. That is all that you're thinking right now is just make these plays, run out this clock so we can take one more knee and celebrate.
Back to that favorite formation they go, Brock, forcing those guys to burn a timeout. So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the 49ers as we say so long from Dallas.